In a bustling town lived an old gardener named Rohan. His small patch of land was a riot of colors, filled with the most vibrant flowers. What truly amazed everyone, however, was Rohan himself. No matter the season, be it scorching summer, relentless rain, or the chill of winter, Rohan always had a gentle smile and a peaceful demeanor. His garden was often hit by sudden storms. Some of his most prized plants would wilt, or pests would sometimes infest his crops, yet his joy never seemed to diminish. One sweltering afternoon, a young merchant, eager to learn the secret to Rohan's constant happiness, approached him. "Master Rohan," he began, "your garden faces so many challenges, yet you always seem content. Don't you ever feel disheartened when your hard work is ruined?" Rohan, watering a young sapling, looked up and smiled. "My dear boy," he said softly, "life, like a garden, has its seasons. There are days of abundant sunshine and days of harsh frost. But I've learned that true joy isn't about the weather outside, it's about the seed you plant within." The merchant, puzzled, asked, "What do you mean? How can one be happy when the harvest is poor or the flowers die?" Rohan paused, then recounted a time from his own life. "When I was younger, I had a grand ambition to grow the rarest orchids. I spent years nurturing them, pouring all my savings and effort into their care. One night, a fierce hailstorm struck, and in mere moments, every single orchid was destroyed. I was devastated. I thought my dream was shattered, and I could never find joy in gardening again." The young merchant listened intently as Rohan continued. "For days, I couldn't bear to look at my garden. But then I noticed a tiny, resilient daisy pushing through the mud, untouched by the storm. It was small, not rare, but it was alive and blooming. That day I realized that clinging to what was lost would only keep me in the dark. My hands still had the ability to plant, and my eyes could still find beauty." "But how did you shift your focus?" the merchant asked, captivated. Rohan picked up a fallen leaf. "Every sunrise, as I step into my garden, I tell myself, today is a new day, and I will find something beautiful to tend to. Some mornings, it's a struggle. Perhaps a plant I loved didn't make it. But I always find something. The dew on a spider web, the sound of a bird's song, or the vibrant green of a new sprout. There's always a reason to feel grateful. But what if a truly devastating blight hits, something that threatens your entire livelihood?" the merchant pressed. "It's not easy," Rohan admitted. "But I remind myself that even the harshest winter gives way to spring. This too shall pass. Instead of dwelling on the lost crop, I focus on the health of the soil, the knowledge I've gained, and the sheer joy of tending to life. Happiness, you see, is like choosing which seeds to water. You can water the seeds of sorrow, or you can water the seeds of gratitude and resilience. It's a daily choice, and though it takes effort, it's always possible." The merchant thanked Rohan, a new understanding dawning on him. He left the garden that day with a lighter step, determined to cultivate his own inner garden of happiness. Slowly, he began to see challenges not as roadblocks, but as opportunities to choose a different perspective. His life, much like Rohan's garden, began to flourish with unwavering joy. And so, the wisdom of the old gardener spread throughout the town. People began to understand that true happiness wasn't about avoiding life's storms, but about learning to find bloom even in the aftermath, choosing to focus on the unfading beauty within themselves.